In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use Calendly workflows to never get a no-show in your business ever again. Because no-shows are essentially the biggest waste of time for your business when it comes to the people who have booked a call, but for some reason does not show up on that call. So when you have watched this from start to finish, you have learned our complete framework that made us reduce our no-shows from 40% to 110% just by implementing this. And that resulted in more meetings and more close clients for us. This is things that seems like small things, but can make a huge difference for you and save you for a ton of time, but more importantly, money. For those of you who do not know me already, my name is August Tains, and if you do not want to build this yourself, but you want us to help you build a $1 million marketing system that books 60 to 100 meetings on your calendar on autopilot, click on the link below and watch our free training video that explains exactly how it all works. So whenever you are inside of your Calendly right here, you should already have logged in and made a profile, but otherwise you're just going to go into calendly.com and then you're going to sign up. And you can see right here that I'm having a lot of Calendly links because we have multiple businesses that rely on Calendly as a booking system to get clients on your calendar with ease. And Calendly is just by far the best systems when it comes to never double booking and getting your people on calendar with as little friction as absolutely possible. So you want to navigate over to workflows over here. And then this is based on triggers. So basically whenever people do a certain action, we will do this over here. And that's how workflows and automations work. They're based on triggers. They're based on your prospects whenever they do a certain thing. So you can see right here that I've made a few things for my company Magna.io, which is my email marketing agency. So we have a ton of reminders right here, and these 4 reminders, they were responsible again for getting our no-show rate from 40% of a cold audience down to 10%. So only so like 90% of the people who booked the call actually showed up, which is kind of crazy because we're doing outbound marketing, which means that the people that we're contacting, they do not know us at all. And it's kind of crazy that 90% still choose to show up, and it's just based on the fact that we're providing a lot of value before the call. So I'm going to show you that now. So first off, we have this reminder right here. Whenever it is 48 hours before the event starts, then we're going to send this email over to them, and we're going to send it over to the invitee who booked the call. So in my case, we're going to say, talk to you in 4 hours. This is the topic line. Here's what our partners make after working with you. So instead of sending out the same boring reminders, just reminding them to jump on the call, this is an exclusive opportunity for you in regards to providing some value because they have already shown interest since they have booked a call with you. So it's an exclusive opportunity to make that even more warm and nurture them before they jump on a call with you. And trust me that people read this. So it's about providing as much value and getting as much of that time as possible so they know who you are and they will give you authority just based on the fact that you're explaining who you are and what you've done before, so they can achieve the outcome that you are fulfilling in your agency or in your B2B business. So right here, we're talking about the case study of another brand that we work with, and then we're just talking in storytelling. Storytelling is super, super important. You want to describe and write everything in stories because humans do not remember raw facts, they remember stories. Everything is remembered based on stories, so you want to make it interesting. You want to talk in a story-based framework. And what we're using is we're using ADA, so we're using the attention, interest, desire, and then action. That's what we use when it comes to the framework, the copywriting framework, when it comes to building a story, grabbing that attention, and then getting them to read and do a certain action. So we're talking about, first of all, the hook, which is the attention grabber up here, which is Flynn went from making 18% from email marketing to crossing 39% after partnering up with us. That's the hook, that's the attention grabber. And this is relatable for the people who are booking a call because this is e-com brands that we are getting on a call. But everything was not just rainbows and butterflies. Then we're going into the problem, and after we have mentioned the problem, then we want to go into the solution, which is our product and what we did for them. And that's mainly how all our frameworks are. And then we're going into the third thing, which is the transformation. What did they achieve after they got the solution, which is our product? That's how you want to frame all your stories. You want to have some struggle in the start, then you want to illuminate or identify the problem. You want to go into the solution, and then you want to go into a transformation or the outcome of what the solution did for them. So that's what you want to do. So provide as much value as possible. If you do not have any content or any video testimonials, then it's about writing these kind of story-based emails. And that's what we've done right here. So 48 hours before, we're sending that over to them. So 24 hours before the event starts, we're sending this over to them. So again, we are writing a story-based framework right here. So talk to you in 24 hours, and that is our subject line, why emails are the best in the world. So now we're talking about USPs in regards to why we are so different compared to other businesses. So they know that we're actually different, and they know why we're charging high ticket for our services, so they are aware of it, so it will not come as a surprise that we're charging more than other email marketing agencies out there. So we talk about why we're so different and why our email converts so well and why 8 and 9-figure brands even trust us to do their email marketing for them. That's because we're building up a cult following. So you can see right here, we are focusing on the transformation, we're focusing on the USPs right here, and we're talking about some case studies down here in the bottom. So first of all, we're talking about the USPs and why the USPs are so different. So it's about putting some trust and some case studies inside of it. So we're talking about from $5,000 per month to a staggering $711,000 in a year, making 45% more in the rev from a channel where I don't spend a single penny on advertising. That is quite insane. We're talking about why we're so different here. So this is the USPs. And again, we're trying to make it super, super personal. But again, this is the second framework, trying to make it personal, trying to make us unique so they know why we're different. So you do not have to explain this to them on the call. They already know this because they've read your emails. They know who you are and what you stand for before you even jump on a call with them. Super, super important. Now you can add as many steps as you want to this, but we've just seen a sweet spot, getting 90% show up rate on a cold audience. It's kind of insane. So these 4 reminders right here, it's a game changer when it comes to us not wasting a ton of time, and my sales reps, they're not wasting time on people who are not showing up. And it's also going to demotivate them and make them perform worse. So make sure it doesn't happen in your business. Then we have 4 hours before we jump on a call with them, we are sending this over to them. So when it's 4 hours before the event starts, this happened or do this. So we are sending over an email to them. So we're saying, talk to you in 4 hours. Here's what our partners make after working with us. Hey, mighty full name, ready for a call in 4 hours. Here's some results that we've achieved for similar brands. And then we have 3 links to other brands that have achieved amazing results after working with us. Please meet on time and prepare your questions. We're super busy and do not do follow-ups. Looking forward to talking to you, always CEO of Market.io. Whenever they're doing this, they're clicking into the site right here and getting into the case studies in regards to transformations, again, the outcome of what other people have achieved after working with us. Quite important, so I would send them over to the traffic. If you have any other case studies or assets, if you have a YouTube channel, or if you have some content, a Loom video or VSL that you need them to watch before the call, send them over to it. Because the more content that they consume before they jump on the call with you, the way higher chance there is that you're closing them, because they're getting to know you. They are knowing that you know what you're talking about, and they are automatically getting your authority on something that you know in your YouTube videos that they do not know yet. So send them over to all your assets. The sky's the limit when it comes to what assets you can send over to them. So you can build Loom videos. You can make videos explaining exactly what you're doing, and it's going to help you a lot when it comes to closing clients. So start building these assets and then use them in your workflows, in your Calendly link. It's going to help you a lot when it comes to getting more people on the calendar. And that's the whole point in putting all this hard work into your business, right? It's about getting as many people converted as possible. And you can do that by making these kind of assets right here. So this is the emails, but you can also in Calendly, it's super, super smart because you're also collecting their phone numbers, which means that you can also send text messages to them. And a study about text messages, if you do not already know, 98% of all text messages get read. So if you're sending out a text message, you can be 98% sure that that text message is getting read. So it's about sending them out as well. Don't overuse it though, because it's super, super personal to send out text messages. So don't overuse it at all. So we're just saying, hey, first name, talk to you in 2 hours, be prepared and sit down with your questions ready. We're super busy and do not do follow-ups. Looking forward to talking to you. Meeting is on Zoom. And then done, that's it. That's what we're sending over to them. Again, start collecting a shit ton of assets. If people do not know what you do and who you are before you jump on a call with them, the chances of you closing them on a high ticket deal is close to 0. They need to know who you are and what you stand for before you jump on a call with them. And this is a huge opportunity when it comes to building these assets out. So yeah, that's it for this video. So I hope that you got something out of it. If you're really interested in building up marketing machine in your business, then you can go down and click on the description and watch our free training video. So yeah, I'll see you over there. Thank you, man.